If you're a teacher who's on the verge of throwing in the towel, deciding, should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? That you're in the right spot. First of all, I'm going to tell you, you are a freaking rock star. Teachers are incredible. You deserve so much more praise and appreciation than you get. So if nobody has told you lately, you are a freaking rock star, and thank you for all of your hard work. You matter so much more than you ever know. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Coming from somebody who's been in the grind for 23 years and I'm no longer in the classroom, there's some things to consider when you are thinking about quitting. I found it wasn't as easy as I had thought. And now that I'm out of the classroom, I'm completely missing my students. One thing that I found really challenging was being in control of my own schedule. I had a schedule set for me. So I had summers off, I had weekends off. Schedule was the same as my children. And when I had that year off, I became an entrepreneur. Whoa, that shift was very hard. It was a lot harder than I ever thought. You know, being an entrepreneur, if you're taking that route, can be a pretty lonely route. And you have to make sure that you are accountable for all of the things that you do. Another thing to consider is if you really have fallen out of love with teaching, or is it the space you are in? The culture of anywhere is so important. If you get sick, stressed walking into your district or your school every day, that might be a sign like, okay, this isn't the place for me. I truly never fell out of love with teaching. I am not teaching right now. I'm not in the classroom because I got non-renewed last year. So I'd taken a break, went back in. After taking my break, I lost all of my tenure. I lost my seniority, but I figured out really the best strategies on how to love life in the classroom and thrive, not just survive. I got to a point where I was like, screw that. I am not just surviving anymore. Nobody is taking my joy. I do have a Happy Teacher Survival Guide down below in my description. Grab that up because I give you the one thing that really helped me get my joy back. Plus, next week, I'm going to be talking about it in my next video. Another thing to consider, maybe you're feeling stagnant, just like, oh, I'm going to doing the same thing all day, every day. When you are in it for a long time or you're doing the same thing every day, can feel a little bit redundant. So there are little things that you can do to make it more enjoyable. Another thing to consider, do you genuinely care about the students? If you don't genuinely care about the students, then you should not be in the classroom. Ask yourself that. Do you really like kids? If you don't, save yourself headache and frustration and get out. After talking to hundreds of teachers who are on the fence about burnout and leaving or staying, I do want to tell you that there is hope too. If you feel those little sparks inside of like, well, I still love my students and I still love teaching, I'm here to help you 100% transform your teaching experience so that you can love life in the classroom again. I truly think teachers deserve to thrive, not just survive. I'm going to talk about how I beat burnout and really loved life inside of the classroom. Make sure you check out that video next week on how I did it and how I really think you can do it too. Again, thank you for all of your hard work. You are amazing. Have a kick butt week, and I'll see you next week.